Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Assalamu alaykum. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nadya. I have made a list of things we'll be working on today. 1. Surah An-Nās. 2. Islamic Aqidah and Fiqh. And 3. An Islamic story. Let's get started on Surah An-Nās. We will work on this twice. You might want to get your Qur'an. I will wait while you get it. Are you back? Let's get started. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. Did you have a hard time? Let's go over this again. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. Now that we have finished doing the Qur'an, let's now go to Islamic Aqidah and Fiqh, Lesson 1. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What is Islam and who is a Muslim? Islam is submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Submission means to give oneself emotionally, spiritually, and physically in the service of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A Muslim is one who submits to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How does a Muslim submit to Allah? Basic to a Muslim's belief is the testimony that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exists and that He is one. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallahu la sharika lahu. I bear witness that there is no God besides Allah alone, with no partner. A Muslim also believes that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last messenger of Allah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadar abduhu wa rasuluhu. And I bear witness that Muhammad is his servant and messenger. Since this statement of Allah, of a messenger's belief, is called kalima ash-shahada. And since we know the above to be true, it follows that the message brought by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Qur'an, is Allah's final and perfect guidance for humankind. Therefore, in order to be successful in this life and in the hereafter, one must study and live by the teachings and lessons of the Qur'an. In the Qur'an, we've prescribed methods of worship and the fundamental laws of life as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intended them. Every aspect of our lives is guided by these basic principles. Now when we have a question or find ourselves in danger of following the wrong path, we should turn to prayer and guidance of the Qur'an. As Muslims, we should learn our role in this life through the example of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, documented in his words, hadith, and actions, sunnah, in fulfilling this role. We should strive to become a practical examples for our fellow Muslims as well as for all of humanity. If we make a mistake, we should repent at once and try not to repeat our wrongdoings again. This is the submission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thus, we can see that it is not enough for humans to simply believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wishes us to live in a way that reflects our sincerity in these beliefs. The Qur'an and the Sunnah teach us what righteous belief is, Aqidah, and describe the actions to enhance our belief. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that He and our fellow human beings have certain rights over us, and we must consider it our duties to fulfill them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's rights over us are called ibadat. The rights of our fellow human beings are called mu'amalat. The subject which teaches the details of our duties to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is called fiqh. So, now we're going to the question. Let's go over the questions. 1. How can a person find out what kind of behavior Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes and dislikes? 2. What is Islam? 3. What is a Muslim? 4. What is the definition of ibadat? 5. What is the definition of mu'amalat? That's a good one. 6. How do we learn the details of ibadat? 7. What are the sayings and actions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? And 8. Why is it important to study the meaning of the Qur'an in addition to memorizing it? Let's see the answers. The answer to number 1 is, well, first let's go over the question. How can a person find out what kind of behavior Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes and dislikes? The answer: one must study and live by the teachings of the Qur'an to know what kind of behavior Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes and dislikes. 2. What is Islam? Well, we went over that in the beginning. Islam is submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 3. What is a Muslim? Well, a Muslim is one who submits to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 4. What is the definition of ibadat? Well, that's easy. Allah's rights over us are called ibadat. 5. What's the definition of mu'amalat? The rights of our fellow human beings are called mu'amalat. 6. How do we learn the details of ibadat? The Qur'an and the Sunnah teach us what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, that He and our fellow human beings have rights over ourselves. 7. What are the sayings and actions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam called? Rasulullah's words are hadith and his actions are the sunnah. Now we're at the final question, number 8. Why is it important to study the meaning of the Qur'an in addition to memorizing it? Well, that's easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to memorize the meaning of the Qur'an so we understand what He's telling us, how to live our lives. It's so easy. To study the meaning of the Qur'an in addition to memorizing it is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to tell us how we should live our lives in a certain good way. Now, it's time for story. Yay! Now, let's read the story, Life Begins, Qur'an for Little Hearts. The Qur'an story, that is. Long, long ago, there's no earth, no sky, no sun or moon. There was darkness everywhere. Then Allah thought of making a beautiful world, a world full of purpose. Allah just said the words, and there was the earth and the sky. There was this bright sun and the shining moon and twinkling stars. Then came the dry land and the oceans. By just saying the words, Allah made them all. He made the earth in 2 days. On it, He placed every very big mountains. In 2 days, He formed the sky into 7 heavens. The lowest heaven, He hung bright stars and sent bright comets flying between them. Allah made the earth circle around the sun so that there would be night and day and many different seasons too. Allah filled the vast universe with thousands of stars and many planets, all spinning quickly, not touching each other. Allah made lovely flowers, roses and pansies, bluebells and lupins, hollyhocks and daisies. Where did the flowers come from? Allah made them all. He made all the things, large and tiny, little insects and black ants that crawl around on the ground, and the busy bees that fly from flower to flower to collect sweet honey. Allah made juicy fruits, mangoes, oranges, cherries, crunchy apples, sweet grapes, and soft bananas. Where did the fruits come from? Allah made them all. All Allah made the animals. Some live in the forest, large elephants, fat hippos, cunning foxes, fierce tigers, striped zebras, and tall giraffes, fluffy bunnies, strong horses, grazing cows and sheep. Allah made them all. Bright birds flying in the sky, spreading their wings and closing them. Green parrots, flying sparrows, colorful chickens, white ducks, dancing peacocks, singing quails, diving kingfishers, warbling larks, and many, many more. Where did they all come from? Allah made them all. Allah made the large oceans and the big seas, which cover the earth with water and form into deep lakes and long rivers. Allah made the sea monsters and all the fishes, big and small, large blue whales like mountains, and cruel tiger sharks with big jaws. Allah made the crabs and lobsters and shrimp, huge eels and jellyfish, and all the many ocean plants and animals. Allah gave us rain and sunshine, cool breezes and clouds passing by. Thank you, Allah, for making such a wonderful world. That was it for our story. I can't wait until next time, where in Islamic Aqidah and Fiqh, we'll be redoing lesson 2, which is called Islamic Aqidah, a summary of Iman. See you next time. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Assalamu alaykum.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha